So what do you do when someone gives you a KLR to ride the length of your home country? You pack your bags and you ride.
We're here at our official 0 point for our Philippine Loop.
I'm starting with the longest but most familiar stretch of it, the North Luzon Loop. To me, the North Loop is like revisiting the greatest hits of the places I've ridden or driven to in the Philippines.
So it begins. Toby's with me, helping me shoot on my old Hemi. Oh, his Hemi now, not mine. 0 point for the Philippine Loop. 12.31 liters.
Alright, good morning. So we're here at our official 0 point for our Philippine Loop, which is Petron Kalayaan Avenue in Quezon City. First step is you gas up and you fill up the start of the Philippine Loop passport and you send it to the their Viber group chat, well not a group chat, individual chat, to get a one-time starting code. And then since this is kind of like the first checkpoint, we need to take our selfies with the passport, and we'll be going through this whole ritual of taking the selfies with the passport at every checkpoint. But yeah, this is it guys. We are at kilometer 0. My odometer reading is at 942. Let's take our selfies and get going. Today we're heading north to Zambales.
Let's go. Toby was just saying it feels like a game of Frogger leaving Metro Manila at rush hour. Yun, flawless.
The consecutive toll roads of NLEX and SETEX take you north out of Manila in a long, unbroken stretch of expressway. At the end of NLEX, SETEX North branches northeast towards Tarlac and another long tollway, TPLEX, to take you to La Union in a few hours. SETEX South, meanwhile, branches southwest towards the mountainous peninsula comprising Bataan and Zambales that juts west from central Luzon. This is the branch we're taking today, a scenic stretch of highway that skirts the base of the infamous Mount Pinatubo.
This is such a beautiful, probably the most beautiful stretch of highway.
Hey, so this is 727. I've been here before with my other riding buddies. So here in Subic, so super cool place, right? I have the bacon and eggs bed. For here? Yes. And a hot flat white.
Alright, next stop is our first checkpoint. Exiting the Freeport. Alright, first checkpoint done. We're moving. Next stop is our first side trip of the trip. Entering Castillejos in Zambales.
We were trying to find the easiest way to Mapanwepe Lake view deck, but Google Maps took us to a shortcut that ended up in a school campus.
Yeah, we're riding through a university campus. Oh no, may harang. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I see. Ikot tayo. May harang eh. I'll just review the map. Alright, so Google Maps is not giving me good options. I mean, this is off-road and there's some sand there, so I'm not gonna risk it. I think I have to go around and take it from here, and that should be paved road. There you go, there's the sign, Lake Mapanwepe. Let's see how close we can get. Nasa lawag na tayo. Just like that, lawag checkpoint. So the map says we're still 14 kilometers away, so there's a significant distance going in. I mean, because I've been to Mapanwepe. There's a part where it starts to go off-road that it's quite easy. And then the hard part starts after the bridge, pretty much. I remember this. We're going to come up on the top of the dike. And there's gonna be light off-road. But this is a nice place to shoot, so... Yes, I love it! Did they pave it na? Oh my God! Ganda, grabe.
Now, I've been exploring around these beautiful ash-choked rivers of this part of Zambales for years now. So this landscape always brings back fond memories. This entire landscape was created by the cataclysmic 1991 eruption of Mount Pinatubo, which inundated the landscape with lahars and left widespread devastation. And it also created Mapanwepe Lake. From 2018 until the pandemic, I visited Zambales thrice to shoot astrophotography and time-lapse with travel photographer Angelo Mendoza. You can check out those episodes on my second YouTube channel. And then, after I learned to ride, I came back here on a CB500X with my buddy Martin. It was a beautiful ride, but being a new off-road rider, I struggled so much that eventually I had to call off the ride and turn back. And finally, a few months later, I took my old Interceptor Scrambler with the whole gang to get to Mapanwepe Lake. And that was one of my first and most memorable big off-road adventures. That's a story worth watching when you have the time. And all of that is why Zambales truly is one of my greatest hits in North Luzon. Now, back to the ride.
Woo! Beautiful. So stark.
Though the riding was easy, it was getting too hot to think of riding several more kilometers and back from the view deck. So after a few minutes, we just decided to turn around and continue on our way.
So as you're riding through these more populous areas, Toby was telling me that he noticed that the KLR is actually a head turner here. So you guys see, you guys who call the KLR a homely donkey, here people appreciate the beauty of the KLR. Okay, we've just entered Palauig, which is our destination town for the day. Nice place. Alright. Destination for day one reached. Woo! 267-ish kilometers. Feels good. Super easy day, honestly. I was thinking we would get here by 4, but even taking our time to shoot, we got here just past 3 p.m. So yeah, we'll check in, relax a bit, and see if we still like having a wander, still feel like having a wander around. But I suspect I'm just gonna enjoy the sunset by the beach. I'm gonna get like a nice golden hour drone shot. Okay, let's check out the room. So the reason I picked this place is, again, Palauig is a bit further down, so it's closer to Pangasinan where we need to be tomorrow. And second, it was really cheap, at just over 1,000 pesos. And then look at the room we're gonna get. Nice pool. I wish I brought swimming stuff. Not bad for 1,000 pesos.
Today, we're staying at Sunset Villas in Palauig, an affordable but very decent boutique resort in this lesser visited part of Zambales. They have their own beachfront and even a minibus that you can rent out as a room for two.
So just really taking it easy now, getting some afternoon sun, and just ordered some food for a late lunch, merienda, almost supper. And I have to say, it was so easy to get here considering all the stopovers, all the shooting, and that we were actually going like at the speed limit or under mostly. So really good day one. Honestly, a little bit too easy, but I mean, it's good to take it easy. I'm underslept. We've got 6 more riding days, so it's gonna be a lot more to see. But I mean, arriving to that room is such a dream. Today's riding was so easy and got some beautiful B-roll out of it too. So what a great start to the Philippine Loop, and just think that this is all still the familiar part of the entire loop. Can't wait for what the next days have in store. Hey, good morning guys. So it's the start of day 2. Beautiful morning light here. So again, we're starting here in Palauig, Zambales, and we're just gonna do the same thing as yesterday. Take it easy and then stop by for anything interesting that we might see along the way. Nothing overplanned, because I think I'd rather prioritize discovery along the road than having like a list of spots to do. But basically our end point is in Atok. We're gonna hit the second highest point checkpoint and stay in a nice little place I found online. And yeah, hoping for a safe and another easy ride today. Let's enjoy the road. Gentlemen, start your engines. Here we go. Such a quiet morning, small town, beautiful, just perfect. Look at this. This is such a nice, typical country road with a beautiful tree canopy that you see all over the Philippines. And it's always nice to see when, you know, the government didn't decide to cut down the trees just to widen the road for a short stretch.
Today's ride starts going north along the west coast of Zambales and then Pangasinan. This route to Pangasinan is a lot less popular than the fast eastern route from Tarlac-Pangasinan-La Union Expressway, or TPLEX, and so it's my first time passing here. Along the way, the route's numerous bridge crossings and vast surrounding wetlands leave an impression on me. Sadly, due to the distance we need to cover, we need to ride straight through it all with as few stops as possible.
Yeah, so just enjoying this really nice road that I've never heard of with this gorgeous morning light. This is actually a really nice riding road. So Olongapo Bugalyon Road, Zambales Pangasinan Road. Perfect asphalt and nice trees around. I really think it's true what they say, that the KLR is a kind of bike that just gets out of the way in a way when you're touring. Like, it doesn't call attention to itself. The bike's not bothering you or surprising you. It's comfortable and steady, just purrs along happily, doesn't take any energy away from the exploration, except when you're pushing it around. Wow, mountains. But yeah, I love getting to cover roads like this that are kind of peripheral to the places I usually go, but they're like just past them, or they're an alternate route.
We soon crossed the border from Zambales to Pangasinan through what looks like a mostly forgotten welcome arch. Though I haven't been to this province in years, Pangasinan also has its place among my travel greatest hits. Right before the pandemic, Angelo Mendoza and I did another photo trip to the then newly opened Daang Kalikasan, getting some dramatic stills and video. 6 years later, access to Daang Kalikasan has been restricted, and this supposed east-west shortcut from Pangasinan to Zambales has just been left unfinished. For what reasons? I can only guess. So for now, we head north towards Alaminos.
So all over Luzon, it feels like you see some repeating patterns in terms of the kinds of roads. So this one reminds me of roads in Ilocos. I remember riding through roads like this during FJ3. This is the West Coast, so that similarity really exists. Kill our power! Yeah, really nice stretch of road here right now. This stretch now reminds me of the roads in Sorsogon. It's a DPWH tour of the Philippines. Yeah, so we've been riding 2.5 hours almost. A good time to stop.
So pro tip, if you want reliably good, super cheap coffee, go to 7-Eleven and use one of these City Cafe machines. This is a medium Americano and it's only 45 pesos and it's reliably good. Coffee cheers. So not gonna have a snack here. I would rather save it for like a proper big meal somewhere further down Pangasinan, maybe one of the bangus places. We will see. Hair is so flat.
Coffee done. As now we're riding through Dasol, Pangasinan, which is home of the salt. And this is a boat-looking house. Oh wow! Huge Santo Niño. Biggest Santo Niño I've ever seen. Dapat pag ganong size na siya, Jesus na dapat siya, hindi na dapat siya Santo Niño. Okay, so in a kilometer it says to turn at the Alaminos bypass road, but since Alaminos is a checkpoint, I would like to see the town. This is the first traffic light we've seen since what? We left Manila. O dyan ba nag-shopping mga Nepo baby? Grabe na. Welcome to Alaminos. Look at this, Shoemanship. Yan o, yung tindahan sa kaliwa, Shoemanship. So you got the watermelon, and of course you have the famous Alaminos Longanisa. Sorry I couldn't show you. There's the Pakwan. Here is our checkpoint, the Alaminos Welcome Arch. City of Alaminos. I guess I owe some of the Philippine countryside an apology, because like when I was riding in Thailand, I was saying, oh, the roads are so good, wish we had roads like this. But you know, there's been a fair amount of pretty good roads for today's ride. I like the sign that it's at the back of the truck. It says, hanap ko biyahe, hindi babae. For our English speaking audience, that means I'm looking for travel, not women. Well, I would say I'm looking for both. I wanted to joke that I'm the same, pero aasarin niyo lang akong bakla ulit eh. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Diba, Mark? The Agno River. It's a pretty long bridge. Okay, we've just entered Lingayen, capital of Pangasinan province, site of a famous World War II battle in Lingayen Gulf. Welcome to the Gupan. Look at those bangkas look like they're racing. Wow, what an interesting view on a flyover. Ay boss, saan pwede mag-park big bike? Diyan na lang sa katabi nung black. Ay, salamat. Lunchtime!
Okay guys, finally, this is actually our first meal of the day. It's 1:03 p.m. but we weren't hungry, we just wanted to be on the road. But I'm so glad we found Matutinas, which was what I was hoping to stumble on along the way. This is a Pangasinan institution that I honestly only know of because whenever we go to Pangasinan with my parents, I mean, we usually drop by Pangasinan and we always have eaten at Matutina, I think probably since I was a kid. And so I know the food is good. And of course, Pangasinan, Dagupan, you can't miss. We have our bangus, I got it fried and boneless, and we also have our crispy pork kare-kare. So we're gonna load up. It's probably, we've been eating 2 meals a day. So this is our first of 2. And yeah, we'll get going in a bit, get to Atok. For now, enough shooting, enough riding, it's time to eat.
Welcome to La Union, next province of the trip. And here we are. So this is exactly what I thought. This is a junction on MacArthur Highway where you can choose to follow the coast along Pangasinan or keep going straight towards Rosario. And now we are on very, very familiar territory. So the plan is to take Marcos Highway by turning right from Agoo. I can't believe I wasn't rolling, but just now there was a big bike coming up the road. It was a KLR. I can't believe it. Mr. KLR in Agoo, whoever you are, if in case you're watching this, please say hi and leave a comment. Okay, we're gonna turn right now, and this will take us east, straight on towards Baguio via Aspiras Palispis Highway, also known as Marcos Highway. Oh my god, what the heck is that? It's huge! That's over the top. Oh my god. Oh, is that it? Oh wow, what a nice section. And here we are. This is the junction, the famous junction. And now we start our climb up to Baguio City, where we are not staying. That's the second overturned truck we've seen in the past 5 minutes. We're at 1,100 or 1,200 meters elevation ish, and we are officially in the clouds, and we'll stay there till the end of the day. In fact, we're going to be about twice as high as this by the end of the day. Entering Baguio City. According to Google Maps on my cheeky Aero 6, we have 2 hours flat to go to travel 52 kilometers.
At about a mile high in elevation, Baguio City is one of the most popular destinations in the country. It's this one-of-a-kind city in the clouds that began in 1900 as the US's only hill station in Asia. The altitude means the climate is cool year-round, so it's a favored escape for everyone from the sweltering lowlands, especially in the summer, when the crowds can be just insane these days. Baguio also serves as a gateway to the rest of the great northern Cordilleras region, a place to sleep, eat, and get supplies before plunging deeper into this vast, high mountain range. The Cordilleras are also home to some of the tallest mountains in the country and have the coldest temperatures in the whole country, as we would soon find out for ourselves.
The roads here in Baguio are crazy, steep and twisty. Anybody that learns to drive here is gonna be good. One of my most, if not my most memorable trip passing through here was also with Toby. In fact, it was the project where Toby and I first worked together. It was with Chef JP Anglo, My Favorite Kitchens. one of the best projects ever. Thanks, Tobes. It was a gateway to many other things, right? And we are on the Halsema Highway. I have driven here in nearly every condition. But for the worst of it, I was in a car. So I was just comparing notes with Toby about how cold his hands are. And I haven't noticed the temperature in my hands at all. And I realized it's because these wind deflector handguards are actually really effective. Plus all the fairings on the bike. So yeah, all the fairings on the KLR really do make a significant difference in your cool weather temperature. Yeah, warm. Yeah, but when back in the lowlands, it's actually too warm because it's blocking so much wind.
The Halsema Highway is the main artery for commerce and tourism in the Cordilleras, and so one must contend with numerous trucks and buses passing here. The road, though in decent condition mostly, demands full attention at all times because anything can happen. Yup, that truck's tire just exploded right in front of Toby. Luckily, he's okay apart from being blasted by dirt in the face, and he catches up with me shortly.
So temperature update, we're at 1,800 plus meters and the temperature is 16 degrees and it's drizzling. Oh, not drizzling, but there's like moisture in the air. It's getting cold. But not too long now. I think we're just how many kilometers away? 16 kilometers away. Oh, Mount Pulag is all covered up. Ganda, oh. Whoa. 17 degrees. 2,072 meters. Now above 2,000. So we're just climbing up to the highest point, essentially. Well, we'll save that checkpoint for tomorrow. Oh, there? Holy moly. Seryoso ka ba? Yup, doon nga. There's a sign. Yeah, oo. Tapat nga ng Northern Blossom. Whew! Medyo kailangan eh.
So these last few hundred meters to our inn is a very steep split tire track with a bend. Not difficult really, but not much room for error with such a big tall bike. I've ridden these things many times, but it's the first time I'm doing it on a bike this size.
Okay. Slow by slow. Medyo malapad naman yung tire track. Okay, car. Is that guy parked there? I think he's parked. Yeah. There it is. I hate that. But we made it.
It just took 3 people to turn around the KLR on this driveway.
8 hours on the road. Incredibly, we rode 297 kilometers with 1 coffee and a single meal, and we both feel good. Wish I had more time to explore around here, Atok, but we're here a few times a year on our bikes anyway, so I decided not to take too much time here. Mission accomplished. I'm a bit shocked that today was a longer riding day than yesterday, 30 kilometers longer. And tomorrow's another big ride. So I'm just about to figure out the route. I just finished filling out like my passport, all the reporting for the day. But yeah, hopefully we get to Vegan around 3-4 p.m. and we're just gonna take it easy because I feel like the fatigue is gonna start to kick in at the end of the day tomorrow, at just before the halfway point of the trip. Tomorrow, a lot more mountain roads, more steep stuff, but not anything I haven't done before. Yeah, I'm gonna finish dumping my footage and say goodnight.
Oh, the KLR, she loves it!